For the month of Christmas, many YouTubers are doing what's called Vlogmas, and I decided to join them as well. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna talk about something that happened to me when I was just about 21. When I was 21, I was a security guard, and also I was a bouncer. And being a security guard, you see certain things and stuff like that, and being a bouncer, you definitely see things in clubs. And I said to myself, this is not something I want to do forever, but it just helps to make some money and pay the bills. Well, this particular night, a friend of mine called me and said, hey, do you want to work in the Boogie Down, which is code name for the Bronx? I said, hell yeah, what's the pay? $200. $200 for just 5 hours of work? I said, that's perfect, I'll do it. So boom, we met up in the Bronx, went to the club, met the manager and everything, boom, boom, boom. It was me and about 6 other bouncers. We there, he said, all right, look, you're the biggest guy. Let's put you at the door, and we'll put you at the door with somebody else. I love being at the door because that's where you can make some good money. Now, I don't know how it goes now. Back then, I'm talking about damn near 17 years ago, it was real easy because all you had to do, check the ID, person didn't have the ID, and they looked older. All right, cool. You let them in and, get a little something, something, you know what I mean? So as the time went on and I'm doing it and I'm going with the flow and everything, maybe about 10 people came and they have the proper ID, or they have the ID that basically was showing who they were. So, they slide me a little something, I'll let them in. I'll tell them like, listen, I'm gonna pat you down, don't bring in any weapons, anything. If they had something, their ass is not coming in the club. That's how, what you gotta do as a bouncer. But these particular ladies came up. One of them had ID, one of them didn't. So I told him, I said, hey, listen, if you could hit me off with a little something, I'll let you in. But she decided that she was going to be reckless with the mouth. Oh, you big doofy Negro, this, that, and third. Oh, I hate you ninjas, da, 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 da. And then she started putting her hand in my face. Oh, I'll whip your ass. I'm like, lady, I said, you know what? Get the hell out of here. I said, your friend could come in, but you get the hell out of here. She was like, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back. You know how many people said threats, never came back? So I was like, man, get your ass out of here. So boom, throughout the night, boom, boom, boom. We closed the doors around 1 o'clock. Everything was good. I made about $350, close to $400 at the door. So I was happy. And I was like, all right, cool, boom. Walking around, doing what I had to do, this, that, and the third, making sure that everything is smooth in the club. Was able to get free drinks and stuff like that. The club didn't have any food, and so I really wasn't worrying about that. So, all right, cool. The club starts to close down at around 3, 4 o'clock. So because I didn't know the area, I was like, maybe I'll take a cab. But the owner of the club was like, hey, listen, guys, I'll pay you guys, but this area is kind of iffy. So maybe you shouldn't carry that money with you. If you have a bank account and you have a driver's license, let me know. So I was like, I got a driver's license. So he was like, I'll let you borrow my car and you can go to the bank. I was like, oh, that's perfect. Because I didn't want to carry that money with me anyway. That's why I was going to take a cab. So at the time, I used to deal with WAMU. So guys don't remember, WAMU years ago was a bank called Washington Mutual, code name WAMU, and they got taken over by Chase. And another bouncer, he had a bank account with Commerce Bank. Commerce Bank was taken over, I believe it's now TD Bank. I think they took over all of them. So like, all right, cool, boom. Drove to the bank, boom. I was like, all right, you know what? Got about $600 in my pocket. Let me go. I deposited, never forget this now. I deposited maybe $550. And I kept $50 in my sock. I was going to give my mom that $50. And I always had money just to get home. So I had about $25 for a cab ride just in case. Back then, cab rides was like from the Boogie Down Bronx. It's probably like $20. Ain't like it is now, like $60, $80, maybe even $100 and stuff. So all right, boom. Go ahead, deposit the money, take other partners to their banks and stuff like that. Boom, boom, boom. Then get back to the club, close out. Boom, boom, boom. So now time to go home. I was like, shoot, I don't gotta take a cab. I don't got that much money on me. I'm gonna take the 4 train because this was near Yankee Stadium. So I was like, all right, cool, perfect, boom. I'll go, I'm walking, everything is smooth. You know, my head's on a swivel, you know, looking around, making sure, you know, because you don't know the neighborhood. So you're just making sure, checking out people. So I look and I see 2 women across the street. I ain't paying any mind. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. So they were in the middle of the street and I'm walking, doing my thing, walking. And next thing I know, right before I hit the corner, I felt something poking me in my back. So I was like, yo, what the hell? And all I heard was, stay right there. Ninja, I was like, oh my God, yo, I'm being robbed. And I'll never forget it. She said, you thought I wasn't gonna get you? I said, yo, it's that damn lesbian broad from the goddamn club. So I'm holding my hands up and everything. She asked my wallet. I said, listen, it's in my right pocket and everything. She goes through, pulls out. She grabs up the money, tosses my wallet, and runs off. I turn around, I see them both running, and I saw what looked like a gun. Maybe it wasn't even a gun, who knows? But they just caught me off guard. I grabbed up my little blue wallet that I used to have at the time, and I hauled ass. I ain't gonna lie, I was running fast to train. I never ran that fast in my life. And I played football. I never ran that fast in my life, guys. And so I'm running up the steps and I see the cops. I said, officers. He's like, what's going on? Like, man, I just got robbed. He's like, what, you just got robbed? He's like, give us a description. I was like, it was 2 women that robbed me. I'm here thinking they're gonna pull out their little notebook and write down the description. You know what these bastards did? They started laughing at your boy. I was like, yo, you gotta be kidding me, man. I'm like, listen, I just got robbed. And it was about 2 women. And it was like, well, no, how did they look? I was like, one looked like maybe Dominican, Puerto Rican, another one black girl and stuff like that. They started laughing more. And they was like, were they short? I was like, yeah, they were short. They was like, well, how much did they get you for? It's like, they got me for $25. That's what I had in my wallet. That officer said something that I'll never forget. He said, they got you for $25, but they didn't get you for your life. That took me back. I said, damn, officer, you 100% right. And it's like, don't even make any sense. What are you gonna do? Do you even know how they really look? I told them that they wanted to get into the club and one of them didn't have the ID and this time the third array. So they was like, look, they probably didn't even have a real gun and it is what it is. You got away with your life. So best thing to do is just head on home. And I said, well, I don't got any money to get into the train. So they let me through. And right when I was going through the gate, he said, welcome to the Bronx. I said, welcome to the Bronx, huh? I said, okay. I didn't say nothing to the cop. I said, thank you. And I walked up, waited for the train, sat on the train, and I just thought to myself, I said, is this what I want to do in my life? I said, being a bouncer, doing this, doing that, I said, it ain't worth it. Then I said, you know what? I'm going to go and become a bus driver. I took the test for MTA, and I said, well, you know what? Let me go get my license, and let me do what I got to do. I got my Class B permit, and I was gonna go and do the course for bus driving. New York City has free courses to get your bus license. And the guy told me that, hey, you wanna work now, later? I said, I wanna work now. And they put me in touch with 2 accessorized companies. I chose one, and the rest is history. I started working as an accessorized bus driver, and I did that for 11 and a half years. But it was that point in time that made me decide that, hey, look, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. Forget security, forget bouncing. I'm gonna do something better for my life and do what I gotta do to be safe. And it was that point, that moment. And I have to thank them, because if that never happened, who knows what my life would have gone or would have been. But because of that, it changed the trajectory of my life of doing something that put me in front of people or put me with people that really made me see things differently. And I'm so beneficial. I'm so happy for it. And I really thank the people that have been involved in my life. And I thank everyone who has given me the support that I need, because as a Black man, it's not easy out here. As a man, period, is not easy. But when you have good people in your life and you do what you gotta do, anything is possible. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Greatly appreciate it. I would appreciate it if you can like the video, make some comments, and subscribe to my channel. Tell me how do you feel about this vlog that I just did. Tell me how you feel about my story, the crazy situation that happened to me. I got plenty more stories that happened in my life. If you guys want to hear about it, let me know in the comment section. Tell me if anything similar happened to you, possibly if you're from New York and then something happened to you in the Boogie Down or Queens or Manhattan. And they don't really call it Queens, there's different neighborhoods in Queens that they call it. So you know I'm a New Yorker. So let me know, and tell me, wherever you live, tell me if something similar happened to you. I would greatly like to hear from you guys, and I want for you to share your story so we can chop it up. Till next time, guys, be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I love each and every one of you. Peace.